No career will give women as much joy and fulfillment as raising children.
You know what's funny? If you would say something like that to a group of men, no one would ever question it, okay? It's clear that raising a kid, raising a child is a far more fulfilling experience than any career you could ever make. But if you say the same to a group of girls like that, it's a problem. How you dare that my career is less important than raising a kid? You're crazy. Oh my God.
If you measure up at the end of your life, what brought you more fulfillment, your career or a child, children, raising children in your family, we will discover that, and there actually have been studies, people that have gone to people on their deathbed.
But even, without studies, without deathbeds, if you're old and you think of your life back, you will remember your kids, your children, not your career, not your meetings at the office, your coffees with the networking coffees. So it's clear. What's your problem with that?
And the number one regret that people had was that they gave too much to their careers. And this includes men, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you give too much to your career and you don't spend enough time with your kids. What's wrong with that? What you
I mean,
have
of course,
to question,
human relation is going to be valued over money and profit.
So then
but
you
at
don't
the same
disagree
time,
with,
what
you
does
don't
that
disagree
even?
with my argument?
I do disagree with
You're
your
agreeing
argument.
with my
Yes,
argument.
humans prefer humans over a job, but that's not just singular to women. That's everyone. And my question is, what does that even have to like?
Right.
What is the goal of that? Should every woman quit working and just have a child?
Well,
okay, no one said that, or at least this is my opinion. I'm not saying that, women should stop working to be home taking care of the kids. I would like a woman that can work while I am home taking care of kids. So it's legit. But I mean, it's not wrong, the contrary. If you want to focus on the family and you have an husband that, affords to do that, it's okay. I mean, what's the problem with that?
I'm just trying to warn you that if you decide to suspend that pursuit of family because you think that you have to first climb the ladder, a lot of women make that mistake and they don't end up finding a partner.
But that's their right. It's free will.
You
we
will
live
definitely
in a free
have
country.
I mean, I agree and I don't agree. Like it's true that many women, they focus on their career and at some point they don't. They don't find the right partner to build a family with. But I mean, I don't think that you need to push that direction, because otherwise you have to be scared that you cannot find a partner anymore.
Right, to make
You don't get to say what people should and shouldn't do.
I don't think my claim is this is what people should or should not do. I'm just simply stating that my claim is that you will be more fulfilled if you focus on
But you don't
trying
get to
to
decide
build
what
a
other
family.
people are.
And no one can object this. Like there are many women in career that they regret to not have had a kid, and the contrary is more rarer. I mean, there are people like that, like my mother, but it's not the problem.
I'm making my claim here that women are infinitely more fulfilled in the household and raising children than they are taking that 9-to-5 job.
But you have no evidence.
This probably no. I mean, there are many women that spent all their life at home taking care of kids, and at the end they just they got more depressed and so on. So this is definitely not
in fact,
the recipe.
You are evidence against your own claim.
I'm not evidence against my own claim.
You are.
I'm saying
You're
that
here at work right now.
I've literally said, I am telling you, women cannot have it all. That is an illusion, and that is an illusion that is stressing women out.
But this is not only for women. Also for men. Like when you pursue too many stuff at the same time, you realize that that your time is limited, and if you want to pursue your career, it's hard to take care of your family in the same way that you would do if you have no career. And woman or man, this is the same. So you have to make a decision.
And I think it is the reason why so many women are turning to popping pills, why there's been such a significant, more than 1,000% increase since 1999.
But men can have it all. Men can be fathers and have a job, but women can't do that.
I don't think you can have it all.
It sounds like you're devaluing women. I think that women can do everything that a man can do.
Wait, it's devaluing, focusing on the family. Who said that? Like, why if you work you're high, but if you take care of your kids you're down? Who said that? I mean, it's for me, I think it's better to of course find a balance, but if I have to decide I would probably rather spend, I mean, I would spend more time with my family rather than at the office. So
And men have done this historically throughout time
It is,
immemorial.
I think women is our debate topic today. So
Yeah,
we're
but
not-
I mean,
we're not-
women exist in a society with men. We are comparing women
are
and
trying
men.
to be both women and men, and that is why women are unhappy today, is because actually what's quite ironic about the feminist movement is that
I think women are just trying to be people.
I know
okay, next one.
Women in government would largely vote against their own interests because it's majority male, patriarchy.
okay, I think a lot
I mean, every time that you have an enemy, but you don't know how to call it, patriarchy. Patriarchy is the solution to all your problems.
of that point. Are women allowed to vote?
Oh, of course they are.
Who's voting that patriarchy in then, out of curiosity?
No, I totally agree. And
I mean, we can say that the woman candidates to politics are fewer, but I mean, you got the point. Like, I mean, this is not if women at the end they end up voting men, it's not because of patriarchy. It's because of I don't know. These are the
you
options.
want to know why? Because there are so many women who think like you. You say you don't want to submit, but that's what you do to the patriarchy. You submit to the idea of men ruling everything, and your ideology is spread across a lot of women who
curious about
also
the
falsely
answer.
believe to vote against their own interests just to complain about it in
So
the
you're
end.
saying-
What's the interest? Like, I mean, women have the vote. They have the possibility to, to join the politics. What's the interest that they? I mean, we have to be forced to have as many women in the politics as the men. I mean, who cares if we live in a world with more women ruling the world or the men? It's the same for me. It doesn't make any difference.
saying that when women you're acknowledging that women have the freedom to vote.
Yes.
And you're saying that women are still
Why
existing
you put
mentally, even
the
with the freedom
white
to vote.
Correct.
They are
subtitles
voting
on a
men
white
in
t-shirt?
because we are still
Why?
victims of.
No, I don't believe in victimhood. I believe in lack of education and lack of knowledge, because one of the things that you also
Do you
say.
think that it could just be that more men are running for positions of office?
No, not necessarily, because remember, the United States, the average reading comprehension of people in the United States is 6th grade. So we're not dealing with educated people. We're dealing with people who are
This is a
motivated off
problem
of their
of the
feelings.
world.
And since we're motivated off of our feelings with a lack of education,
It's funny. I mean, how
people
we trust so much democracy, but at the end, so few people are able to vote. Okay, to to evaluate some candidates and to make a valuable choice. Okay, this is something that very few people can do, but we live in democracy.
have the same mentality as you due to the lack of understanding of biology.
That's why you think Kamala lost.
This ain't even about Kamala.
I liked it. I liked it.
Women that grow up in a two-family home where the mother stays at home are faring off better than the children who are being raised in an environment
Where the
both
women
of
are
parents-
working?
where both of the parents
So
are
why
working
don't
and
you
away
stay
from the
home?
home. I do get to work from home.
No,
That's-
no, but
that's
you-
the
Okay, this is a hard assumption. Like, okay, if you are born and raised in a family where the mother has the possibility to take care of you, you will raise better than in the alternative. So when your mother is working together with, is working as your father. I don't know if this is true. I can expect that maybe if you are used to have your mother, always on you, always following you and so on, maybe you will develop less skills. So I would say that maybe it's the contrary.
I mean,
that's
I've
why I
watched your
said
show. You
I'm
talk about all the
actually-
nannies you hire, and it's so
I
hard to
have
find a good
never
nanny.
talked about all of the nannies I hired. but
you have.
I spoke about how difficult it was to find a babysitter who knew how to cook a meal, and that's
Well,
because who
you
knew how
don't
to
need
make-
a babysitter. You're already. You could retire
You
right
have to
now.
let people respond to you when they're speaking.
You don't want to retire.
respond to you when
No,
I
you
speak?
don't want to. You want to be working with.
My God, they're so unbearable people that they don't let you finish what you have to say.
Which is great.
Sometimes your argumentation doesn't require only 10 seconds, but even 20. So please let me talk for 20 seconds.
You're telling me what I want now, and then accusing me of telling you.
Wait,
what
are you?
want.
You don't want to work?
Can you just let me finish?
I'll go
Podcast
wherever you wanna
that I
go.
never said.
I'll go wherever
So do you
you
want
wanna
to
go.
start with me working at home? Because I work at home. You just said something about me
Yeah,
working
you
at
travel
home.
all around the world.
Okay,
you do speeches, and I love that. I love how ambitious
Okay,
you are. That's
yes.
a really great trait. And if you were truly said that, you would be more fulfilled. Now, one thing you do find is women, they don't want to stay at home when you pull them. They just want flexible working hours and flexible working conditions like you have. And I think we should all advocate for that. It's not one or the other. But when you sit here and you go, you'll be more fulfilled doing this and
speaks
spend all your
very
time
fast.
doing
Yes.
that, we would love for you to leave the public eye and go focus on what makes you fulfilled.
Okay.
Okay, this was harsh. In any case, yeah, I mean, it's I mean, the point is that you can spend more time home and less at the office. Then if you have someone that is helping you with the housework, and I mean, you have the financial possibility to do it, I mean, I don't see any problem with that. It's not that you're not focusing enough on your kids, just that you maybe don't know how to cook properly or how to clean. But I mean, this is not about I cannot say that. I cannot say that.
Top 10% of women are the only women whose marriage rates are going up. So they're getting married, they're staying married, and their kids are doing better. When you look at stay-at-home mothers, you see that they're more likely to report being depressed, they're more likely to report
Probably,
having
yes.
anxiety and anger and all these types of things. So
I know some people that actually, I mean, all the people that chose that way, and I cannot say they don't regret it. But yes, at the end, it's something between an excuse because maybe you don't feel brave enough to enter the world of work. But at the end, I mean, I really believe that every person, man or woman, they should pursue something that is outside of the family, that can be career, but also, something else, but, to feel alive, because otherwise it's,
how can you
it can
say
be
that? Seems
depressing.
like a woman, if you want to get married and have kids, you should go to college and have a career.
So it sounds to me like we are looking at totally different statistics, because everything that you said, I've actually read the exact opposite.
I'm glad we're on a fact check show with you.
Right, exactly.
Oh, it's so exciting.
That's going to be
Please.
amazing. Okay,
Okay.
because I know, like I said, I think what we're talking about is that there was
I don't get why sometimes they have to take this hostile attitude. Like, okay, just conversate.
this
You don't
widespread
need
report
to
on female
attack and
happiness,
win.
and I know that it was formally debunked, and it was
That's
spread
not what
by
I'm talking about. Pew Research,
Right.
University of
Okay.
California. In fact, working mothers today spend more time with their children than women did in the 1960s that were at home.
Okay, well, women that are at home are obviously spending more time with their children than the people who are at work
And their
today.
children are not faring off any better,
Okay.
and they're faring off worse.
How are you measuring their children faring off worse?
How likely they are to higher incomes, better scores, fewer health problems, fewer
Okay.
behavioral issues, and
Okay.
better mental health.
So the just to get back to the claim that I'm making here is that it is obvious that women who have children are going to be more fulfilled.
How is
right?
that obvious? Because you said so?
No, it's not obvious because I said so. It's because when you look at all the statistics in terms of women who are choosing not to have families,
I don't get effect of the statistics. Like, I have a degree, I'm graduated in economics, so I believe in statistics. But I mean, I don't think there is a statistics that can measure up how happy you are to be a mother. I mean, this is not something you can measure. So what are we talking about?
they are, as the person who just sat here before you mentioned, they are suffering from more depression. They're suffering from more anxiety. And yes,
when you look at
you can't
people
just
who
say
voluntarily don't have children, no, I'm not saying that, but that's not true.
I mean, voluntarily is a hard word. Many people cannot. Many people don't manage to do it. And then they just say that it was their decision. So it's more complex
true. It is
that.
actually true that women who are choosing their careers over starting families are finding themselves leaning more onto medicines like Xanax, anxiety-inducing medicines, and depression because they suspended that time frame where women really should be looking to find a partner and to start a family because they were instead pursuing their careers.
Then why are they better off when they do so?
It is a dishonest, it is totally a dishonest narrative that men and women want the same things out of life. We don't. We absolutely do not want the same things out of life. In fact, we don't even measure success the same.
Okay, it can be fair that sometimes, I mean, most of times, women can pursue that need, stronger than men. But I mean, it's not a rule. It's just convention, maybe. In any case, I think that I mean we are arguing about nothing. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but at the end you cannot deny that raising a kid is one of the best experience ever, and most of people regret this and not having a fulfilling career, or in any case, I mean, you regret what you don't have. If I have a strong, incredible family, I will regret not having had a career in the country. So it's you know, it's the same as any other topic. But what I agree with Candace Owens is that I mean, we're creating a world where sometimes it looks like that raising a kid is the, you know, the worst thing happened to women, while it's not. I mean, it's something good. It's something that can fulfill your life more than a career, like it can do for men. So I mean, why you have to be that hostile against the kids? I mean, they're not that bad. I mean, sometimes they're annoying, they scream too much, like Italians, but you know, overall, they're probably the best thing ever happened to a family. So yeah, this is the point. I think I will go to sleep. Good night.